back at it with another video. So last night I decided to wash my braids. We got clean scalp. This is a little bit over a month. I want to say these braids have been in April. It'll be 2 months. So what I'm going to do is, since they're very light, clean, they're nicely, my scalp is oiled. I'm running on borrowed time right now. About to get to work, but nevertheless, best way to refresh your braids. Ladies, as y'all know, periodically, as you keep your braids in for extended periods of times, your ends start looking real crunchy. So show you how to fix that. First thing you want to do is get a fine tooth comb, starting from the bottom, working your way up. You want to comb this hair out. Make sure you don't catch the braids, and if you are, if you do, you still want to hold your braids here kind of secure, so that way you're not yanking on the braids, prematurely pulling out any of your natural hair from the roots. So now that that side is combed out pretty well, I'm gonna go to this side. Switch this around because I have no clue. This is causing a lot of static, but oops. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did on that side to this one, just starting from the bottom. As you see, look how crunchy that is. Who wants to be walking? Like, we're trying to stretch out our braids a little bit longer than normal. So these braids is crunchy, and can't be doing that. Okay, comb them out as good as you can. Very simple. Anybody can do this at home, especially if you already had the services done by someone else. So instead of going back to touch up your braids, especially if you're not going to do your roots, I think I might need to slide this over a little bit more. Especially if you're not touching up the roots, the least you could do is touch up your ends, so the braids itself, especially if you have a good braider. Like myself, your braid work will be fine. The only thing you have to do is touch up these ends. Yeah, and you definitely don't want to doing it like this. You don't want to do that. That's like pulling the braids from the roots, and that doesn't feel good. So yeah, let's just comb these ends out as best as you can. Like I said, hold your braids securely here. But I need to turn my hand around because I'm actually combing from the opposite side. But hold it very securely and just comb them out. Comb these ends out. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Once you get your ends all the way combed out, bear with me, I got to get my water. So once you have your ends all the way combed out, you want to grab it, that same portion that you already combed out. Have you a nice hot cup, as y'all see the steam. Y'all can see the steam coming from off of that. Look at that. Nice cup of hot water. I'm going to take these braids and I'm going to dip them in these frizzy ends and dip them in this hot water. Make sure you get all of them in there though. And this is going to refresh these ends. And I'm showing you this like this, but you would definitely want to have this cup sitting on a counter or table, however you want to do it. But don't do this like this as I'm showing you with the cup in your hand. So I'm going to set the cup down. Have your towel ready. Because what you're going to do is immediately pull the hair from out of the water and just lightly pull down on your braids. Separate them and continue to dry and finger through your braids as you're drying them through the towel. And see, you'll have straight ends again. Sometimes I like to go through and dip more than once just to make sure that my ends are extra silky. Go through again and immediately pull up and just slide down just like that. Look how straight those ends are now. Crunchy wear. Crunchy wear. Just like that. As you see, you can see the difference in the ends. We don't want this. We don't want this. We want this. Because we're going to stretch these braids out as long as we can. So now I'm going to take the opposite side and do the same thing. Just dip. Oh, gosh. So y'all can see, but I had it on the counter, which y'all should be doing if you're doing it yourself and you're not as used to doing it, but continue to dip. Dip, dip, dip. I'm going to set this down because I do not want to burn myself, but pull your hair up. As you pull it up, you're just going to slide down. Slide down on the braid with the towel. With tension. Doing it with tension. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take those braids. As you see, they're more straight now. Take it. Dip it. Dip them a few times. And I'm only doing the ends. I'm not going all the way up the shaft of my braid because I am a good braider. And when you're a good braider, you know how to tuck the hair. There's no need for you to dip all the way up the hair, damaging your natural hair. So yeah, any minor loose frizzies can be managed with mousse, not heat. That's gonna give your natural hair heat damage. But as you see, no more frizzy. It's back straight. So what I also like to do when I redip my ends, one moment. Trying to find a different pair. I don't want to use my cutting shears because that's only for natural hair, not braid hair. I have them in here somewhere. That's my shears. I don't want to use those. Okay, here they are. I already had them pulled out. Okay, so what I like to do is I'm going to take my hair, put it back down the middle. Back down the middle. Bring it to the front. And I'm going to take my ends, pulling the hair all the way down, bringing it to the front, lifting it up like this, and I'm going to clip the ends, make it even. I'm going to do this over the counter because I don't want this falling all over my floor. So I just made it even. And that's just freshening up the braids. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I could have easily did it like this. But the thing about it is I am visually so now that I had the vision already in my head of how much I'm going to cut, I'm going to do the same identical thing to the this side. And just see how much you're going to cut off, rather if it's 1 inch, 2 inch. But you do the same thing that you did on one side to the other. So that way when you're pulling it to the front, as you see, they're both even. Looks like I got some. Okay, that's fine. Yep. They're both even. All right, guys, that's it. Braids refreshed. Not crunchy on the ends. The back straight on the ends. Like I said, clean hair. Washed my hair last night. Just laid down, you know, little baby hairs, just to add a little pizzazz. But this is the end of the video. Just wanted to show you how to refresh the ends of your braids when you want to stretch out your hairstyle just a little bit longer than a month, longer than a month. And I will show you another video how you can have your hairstylist to refresh a head of braids in our next video. So y'all stay tuned. So probably about in another 30 minutes, I'll come back with another video on how to refresh your whole head. Well, not your whole head, but the perimeter of your hair, to be able to style your hair any way you want to. So that way, well, mostly any way you want to. I might be over exaggerating a little bit, but to be able to manipulate your hair so that way it looks like your head is completely done over. So say for instance, if I was to redo my hair, and not the whole head, but just my perimeters to make it look like, and I can style it to where it looks like my whole head is completely designed over. I mean, completely refreshed. I would take my perimeters and they would look like this. I did some of them, but not all of it, just because I just wanted to do my edges here. They were pulling. But I got a client come in. She's about to get her perimeter done because she's stretching out her hairstyle. And I'll be back with another video to show you exactly how I'm going to do that. All right, family. I love y'all. See y'all soon. Bye.